And had to meet me halfway. And look, murder, look.
I thought you was paying all the bills if they was bad.
That wasn't the question, murder. You was making your own questions up. The question was, she said, is it worth 50-50? You started paying everything. That's what you was out there trick daddy.
No, I was asking you. I don't have I'm Popeyes.
my thing is this, is that, listen, I don't mind giving females money. I help a lot of females out. And I'm talking about not no dinner. If you need help, like, I'm not even talking about females I'm having sex with. Nigga, you know how much furniture I bought in the hood for my homegirls, or paid their rent, or they had a motherfucking sore tooth for 3 months and they can't chew on the right side of their mouth, paid they little nigga. You know what I'm saying? How much shit I done for people, females that I'm not even fucking, I'm talking about I do this for. So if it's somebody I like and I'm gonna help them out, cool, I'll do that for you. But what I don't like when it comes to females, if you don't have a job, for instance, and it's a little situation like this with somebody I know. You don't want to help yourself. If you don't want to help yourself, how the am I help you? I come up with ideas for you to try and get a couple dollars. I say, you could do this, you could do that. You don't even pursue the ideas I give you, and then you don't have your own ideas, and then you be like, yo, my rent is due. Oh, well, I tried for 3 months to help you come up with an idea. You don't want to go get a job. You're just lazy and think, I got it. Me and Mace, neither one of us got it. So... So that's just that. But to me, it ain't all about a looks.
Wait, so last question. In what situation would you guys pay for everything?
Why we can't start a business together?
I'm just asking.
Listen, I'll pay for dinner. Listen, I go to dinner. Ask Larry. I go to dinner 8, 9 niggas a week. Not just nigga females. I'm talking about. I don't let nobody pay for nothing. All the time. You know how tacky that is? Yo, you had the lamb. Yeah. And you had the broccoli, right? Just to say, yo, I'm not. Yo, that shit is mad tacky.
I'm gonna answer the question though, Stat.
Yeah, that shit is mad tacky. I'm fucking dinner bill be $1,900, $2,900. I pay for the whole shit, so it ain't like I won't pay for dinner. But I'm talking about how long is this gonna go on with a female? Like, do you want your own one day? Like, but. There's so many tricks out there, they got comfortable with it. Yeah. And to be totally honest with you, the more time goes on, the more technology and the more makeup and the more surgery, these older bitches still looking good. Mm-hmm. Little 52-year-old like, yo, killing these young bitches. It's 52. It's bad, man. Yeah. I would put her up on the show just so you could see it, but I didn't get permission. You know what I'm gonna do? Next Thursday, I'm gonna come. Remind me Thursday night.
I will remind you.
And I'm gonna have a list of bitches 50 and over that's killing the young bitch. I just wanna get permission. No disrespect to you, Stat, your crew.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying. But I'm just telling you, you're gonna be like, nah, killer, she ain't 50. All right.
You don't even gotta explain, because I've seen, like, everybody looks good, so.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, yo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull one up while Murder explaining his answer. I'm gonna bring one up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think now don't judge me, because you know when I was in the streets, I definitely.
Hold on, Murder. We gotta get more than when you was in the streets. We know what you've been doing. I'm tired of you acting like you never was in the streets. People are mad at home as well too, in the barbershops and everything. Because when I go off, you always go like this. Yo, bro, they sick of it. They said that even Malcolm X was Ray. Malcolm X used to be like, I sniffed cocaine. I was running the prostitution ring. I had hoes lined up.
I was about to tell you one of those.
Well, you need more. People want to hear more of those. I'm just telling you. Because I just had this conversation 2 days ago when I told you about the bitch I was choking out. You church at this. They said May's stories is going to be wild. And he keep doing this. They said they tired of you closing your ears. That was the exact verbiage they used. And you got to stop acting like you was never outside. They sick of it. All right, now go ahead.
Did we lose JR? We gonna watch the whole show?
That's word to blood, yo. That's word to blood. Nigga told me that they tired of you closing your ears.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I didn't think that
at the end right now.
You really was supposed to pay for everything until you marry her. If you don't marry her, me personally, when I wasn't married, I wouldn't pay for anything. I'm like really from a different school. like Too Short and Pimp C and Snoop Dogg. Those was like my bishops and pastors growing up. So I really didn't believe you give a girl no money.
Yeah, if they fucked it up. They had songs like Bitches Ain't Shit with hoes and tricks, lick on the nuts and suck the dick. That was the fucking lyrics, and it was a hit record. You know what I'm saying? It was a super duper hit record. And we did grow up on that. And it was
So
fucked
that was
up.
my mindset. So I really didn't believe you had to do all that for girls. I thought niggas that was doing that for girls were like really insecure, or really didn't have the ability to get her to do what they needed her to do.
Patience, man. Patience. No, I didn't know he was gonna circle back. So he circled back. I was like, oh, I thought you got frozen. I was like, damn, is JR here? Because you had
Hey, his point about these women looking better the older they get, that shit is not only true, but it does something to the market. So Shan, a beautiful woman in, say, Minnesota comes to California. She not as beautiful there, right? It's so many pretty and beautiful women. It lowers the value of her beauty once she set foot in there. If you have an influx of women that typically from 35 to 50 would not have still been in the dating market and extremely attractive, this is the biggest surplus of beautiful, attractive women that could possibly exist in one time in history, probably. And they all right here culminated. It's a supply and demand curve that's going crazy right now. For single men, this is like this like a paradise for y'all.
Hold on, you said the older the women get, more.
What I'm saying is there are way more women who are attractive from whatever age 21 to 50 than there have ever been in the history of women that are dateable, because there's a body still in shape. They doing skin regimens or whatever.
I don't know if they factored in all of the BBLs and cosmetics that they didn't have back then.
Somebody said used car paradise. Yeah, it pretty much.
So I'm saying, like, the 18 to 50 back in the 40s and 50s and 60s was different. Once your body got deflated, once your ass got flat, it got flat. Now they got that never flat.
Fix it flat.
So Cameron was talking about Cameron. He was talking about Latanya, and she's my friend out here. She's in LA. You guys look it up, Latanya Richardson, because she got carded recently, and she has a community, and she has this. She's beautiful 52-year-old woman. Her name is Latanya Richardson. That's who he's talking about, because she went viral last week for getting carded for her ID, and she travels and she has a women's group, and she's a really cool chick, man. But Marcus, it ain't no surplus of that. I don't know maybe where you live, but it ain't
definitely where you live. It's definitely where you live. Knock it off. In Cali,
listen, man. You know, there's always an outlier. I'm not gonna say there's an outlier out here, but you know, when you get those women that be like, I'm 50 and I'm killing these young ones, 1 in 50 can say that. Women, when they get to a certain age, they get lazy. Listen, I'm telling you, Marcus, because I went to school with these women. They are my friends. We were all born the same year. I am 52 years old. Let me tell you something. There are more fit, handsome, and healthy, in my opinion, non-obese men in their 50s today than there are women. And the reason why is because women love to eat and they get lazy at a certain age. So there are pretty women. There are some out there, but typically when it is, they stand out so much that we say, God damn. You don't really see a situation where a 50-year-old dude, well, there's a lot of sloppy 50-year-old dudes too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just simply saying, you guys know more 50-year-old fit, trim dudes that's in the gym right now than you know fit, trim 50-year-old women that's in the gym. That's indisputable. So even here in LA, while this is the land of Hollywood and glitz and glamour, red carpets and lights and camera action and all that kind of stuff, There's not that many. If that was the case, then a lot of men my age wouldn't be tripping on dating the women that's in their age bracket. But the reality is, the women that's around my age, they've worked so hard over the last 20 years that they beat themselves up in the workforce. And so then now you look at them, and these are people I went to college with. Remember, I graduated college in 2000, the year 2000. And so I'm looking at some of my homegirls that I went to school with that was bad in school. She was bad. Everybody wanted her, but she ignored a whole bunch of dudes, and she became the vice president of this, or the executive VP of that, or you know what I'm saying, or the regional the regional manager of this, and she did all her expense reports and was working and got up early in the morning at 6 o'clock and worked all the way to 6 at night and beat traffic and all of that, and that shit wore on her physically. And then she started eating mac and cheese and fast food and fried chicken and pizza and shit like that. And yet now it's like, So I think your point is there's more beautiful older 50-year-old. There's not 50. Let me get rid of 50. There's more beautiful older women today than ever in history. I had to go with Darwin on that.
You been to Essence Fest?
Huh?
You been to Essence Fest?
Yes, I've been to Essence Fest.
You telling me it's not a bunch of beautiful older women that be at Essence Fest?
It's a bunch of big backs at Essence Fest.
Man, I would double down and argue that the women in the 50s and 60s, when they got up to 50, they would still stay in shape. They wasn't getting obese.
If you look at some of the older pictures, I think Kevin Samuels did it one time where he showed like what women were looking like back in the day when they were in their 50s. Yeah, it's different. People don't take care of themselves. We got more processed foods than ever. There's more healthy stuff that is available, but there's way more processed shit that's available, and people are eating on the road. I don't know where the hell you find these women at, man. Like, I'm not saying that there's none, but I don't like shit. The ratio is nasty. That's why these men is griping like that. Men wouldn't be up here talking on podcasts like, ugh. Like, people are complaining about this because this shit is their reality. Not to say that there's not some hot spots where you're going to find some woman that's a little bit older that's cool, but the majority, I'm going to say the majority. I'll venture and say the majority are not in shape, unfortunately. Men too.